some characters, their throws are a little anemic, but Chris's will put in one.
Alrighty, here we go. First 10. Oh, wow.
JumpMan on the left, DXP on the right, JumpMan backing off, and the start with a Judgment Cut into Spiral Swords, immediately getting the pressure, throws out a round trip in order to just like build that meter, do the chip damage, has the lockdown available, and Chris doesn't really have any movement tools, so when he starts blocking that, he just needs to deal with it. Looks like deciding not to invest additional resources until after the combo drops, getting back into the round trip loops.
And I'm sure this is JumpMan feeling all of this out. Raw tagging to save Chris thankfully did not cost him Wesker, but I think this is JumpMan trying to just figure out what's the right pressure tools. Obviously Chris was not working at the beginning, and that's a really hard mix-up that he blocked. Almost blocked.
And right now, JumpMan's eating the mix-up, but his combo of Amaterasu and Chris is going to have at least 3 meters, so if he gets the hit, should be able to kill. This is not an ideal team ordering for him. It does give Ami access to good full-screen assist, but then Chris, as far as like X Factor 3 usage, is kind of more limited as a character, doesn't get a lot of speed out of it, mainly just gets damage, and X Factor Virgil doesn't care, going to prevent Chris from even getting started with that X Factor 3. Oh, no.
I wonder what the situation was there. I imagine he tried to use the invincibility of the first laser shot to X Factor and then grab Virgil, but he might have still been in block stun. I'm not sure what the actual strategy there, other than just to buy him some space.
Yeah, I think that the level 3 for invulnerability, and then use that because once Virgil's in block stun, the swords lose their hitboxes, so he gets the opportunity to start pressing advantage and wear down some of the time swords without blocking them. Because, I don't know, I do not feel confident continuing to block the XP once he has put swords on. I think that I can for a little while, but not for long, and JumpMan may have had the same thought, where it's like, I don't know how long I would be able to actually block this, don't want to have to try and deal with it. Lost half of Chris already. This is looking like DeadxPride getting that early momentum.
Yeah, and both times he was losing a lot of health, because it looks like JumpMan was trying to press a good button in the air, especially at round start. Oh, this is a really great momentum shift for JumpMan. I imagine he is going to kill Virgil. There it is.
I would like killing Virgil. Yes, please, to killing Virgil.
He's going to have the X Factor.
Oh, this isn't going to kill, I think.
Oh.
This just hurts.
Probably baiting the raw tag on that one. Oh.
Oh, Cold Start? And, Dimension Slash ends up either crossing up or somehow getting the hit. But somehow that does not get the combo on Wesker, and X Factor gets used. Dark Wesker is in the back, which is exactly where JumpMan wants him. Like, a lot of people thought that the era of Wesker ended in like 2013 or something, but JumpMan shows that a Dark Wesker is still a terrifying horse to deal with, and that you really do not want to try and deal with this character in X Factor 3. He has such good confirms off of Gunshot, such great ability to just like pressure in safe ways that lead into kills.
Alright, speaking of confirms, JumpMan continuously, for the last 2 matches, has actually been raw tagging his team into death. Ami lost her life in that way, Wesker lost some of his health in this match, and this is going to be a pretty decisive 2-0.
Like DXP, trying to claim those channel points for the people who were like first to 3, it's on DXP. But let's see how JumpMan adapts over time. I feel like there was a little bit more opportunity to play here. Chris didn't end up in the anchor position, but things still didn't end up working out in JumpMan's favor. Spiral Sword Lockdown is just being incredibly effective, especially against Chris without a ton of movement tools to prevent it from going on.
I think Doom is dead. Oh, almost. I wonder if JumpMan thought about just jumping towards him with a machine gun or something to OTG Doom last bit of health. Strider eating a lot of damage. This might chip. Oh, there you go.
Hey, So Incendiary is finally starting to work out in his favor. In those first couple games, he never really got to get started with them. Spiral Swords just was controlling the ground too much and never got to get going. But this time, now that he has momentum on his side, catches DXP out of the air.
I cannot
blows up
believe
his
that. That crouching light did not knock Chris out of that super. That's amazing.
It's pretty amazing. Oh, and DXP has a very strong Strider. Pressing buttons against the Cold Star assist in the air, very nice knowledge of where he's able to punish where her hitbox actually is going to be able to kill her real fast and has orbs available in order to fight Wesker. This is pretty good, or do you think he's just going to save it for Ragnarok?
Yeah, I think he will save it just to keep him safe. Well, he would have kept him safe.
And this is why sometimes it's worth it to blow the orbs, make sure that you have the resources to get to the part of the game where you can start comboing someone, because orbs wins neutral.
Thankfully, Jumpman keeping it interesting by making it a 2-1 situation right now. I imagine Virgil's definitely going to die here.
He wants to turn this into a 2-2 real quick, and that flamethrower builds up so much meter. Went for the reset, and even though he dropped the combo, was able to build lots of meter, is probably going to die to the Spiral Swords DHC here. Still, Chris managed to do a lot of work before ending up in a bad situation.
Wow, that's the second time that's dropped for DXP there. I wonder if that's a Chris-centric thing, or is that just something that he's missed timing because of the MS, but Chris had another chance to live and then may get another chance even still. Maybe a crossover or raw tag.
more tags? Okay.
Maybe Jumpman is paying respect to DXP for the office tag, because I've seen a lot so far this match.
And that THC is coming out to try and snipe Doom. Oh, and it's going to hit Virgil on top of that? Yeah. Virgil dies and Doom loses 80% of his life?
Yeah, I bet DXP thought that the Virgil activation would allow him to block. He might have been trying to cancel a normal.
Oh, the THC perfectly set up the hit Strider. X Factors immediately and has another THC available. Kill off the ninja. Tying it up 2-2 real quick.
There you go.
Looked like Jumpman just needed a little bit of adaptation. Those first two matchups looking a little rough. DXP not losing a character, but immediately afterwards, Jumpman, as soon as he gets his gameplay going, it's a threat.
Too true. And if I was DXP, Chris has a lot of health. You're spending a lot of resources to maybe kill Chris. You have to at least try a reset. That gives another opportunity for your opponent to reset the neutral in their favor. Honestly, I wish... Yeah, that was a bad tag, but I think DXP should try to snap in Wesker once he gets a hit on Chris, because all you're doing is building a meter for your opponent when you're taking on a high health point character.
I think that with the behaviors that have been expressed so far, it would probably be in DXP's interest to go for get Chris down to a low health and then wait for the dry tag, because the dry tag has very consistently come.
Yes, that's true.
Because if you tag into Wesker, that means they don't need to snap. They have that additional meter for some nonsense with one more Spiral Swords or one more a little bit closer to orbs or something.
Jumpman probably fishing for a Vajra punish, but I think he's just trying to find his way into... Oh, he wanted to let that Magnum loose.
Oh, he did. Like, there's something tempting about seeing Virgil's almost dead body on the ground. Just want to finish it off, but nice job being patient enough, not over-investing, but gets the throw on Doom, and Incendiary gets this single hit version, which is so frustrating there.
Yeah, a self-combo breaker.
Oh, this is... Ended up using Sphere Flame, so he's down on resources, but let's see what Amaterasu does in the Doom matchup here. We haven't gotten to see that much. Manages to get the punishment on Virgil's dry tag. Since Virgil was already in Devil Trigger, he's not building any meter from any of this. Went for the unblockable setup.
Yeah, that was a perfectly timed push block there for DXP to get out of that unblockable situation. He got hit low by the Wesker gunshot assist, but the push block pushed Amy away just a little far, so she couldn't confirm. Oh, the overhead draw tag. I cannot believe it. It's a great lockdown tool with the, what is that thing called? Round trip?
Round trip.
Yeah.
invested. That was Doom's round trip coming back. He went all the way to Latveria, tagged back in from there, hit with an overhead, and that was the round trip getting the kill.
That was 3, right?
That was 3. It is 3-2 in DXP's favor, and he has the hit on Chris at the beginning of this. Let's see what his confirm is. He has chosen to go into resets using round trip and plasma beam as the consistent finisher in how he's fighting off Chris. And this time went for the rapid slash before the spiral sword setup. Should definitely be able to kill here. Oh, and now that the first to 3 bet is done, I think I'm going to put some channel points down on the... What was the next version?
First to 7.
Hype! If y'all are also hyped for this set as it goes closer and closer to the first to 7 lines, put some channel points down, get excited, subscribe to J-Dog for awesome action like this, and oh, I like X-Factoring Amy there, because even though Wesker's Dark Anchor, I don't like
attack
TAC.
break. Wow, he had the meter and the X-Factor. I wonder if that was a missed input, or if that was an intentional TAC attempt.
I would not be surprised either way with this player. Like, either one could be part of his devious plot. He has lots of ideas and may have some specific tech there, but I do not know what he's going for in that case. Oh, Wesker's going to get a follow-up mix-up.
Wow, I cannot believe Strider not only punished Wesker, but missed all of that super.
Yeah, that was extra unfortunate because JumpMan had also actually gotten the hit from standing H there against Doom, and then just had not been able to confirm it with everything on screen, and instead ended up needing to get the teleport afterwards, which is why the Bodger got a hard knockdown. Oh, is this the end of Wesker?
Oh my god!
The counter! He needed to Legion or Orbs there.
Yes.
I guess it needed to be Orbs because if he had Legioned, I think Amy would have caught him for the DHC.
Correct. What a perfect read on that one.
Very nice stuff. Like, it's so rare to see Rhino Charge actually, like, work.
Yes.
So, shoutouts to JumpMan. He doesn't need invincibility pre-flash for this character to actually be functional. Could just, like, use the things and make them work. Oh, Chris getting caught there. Building up enough
missed grab attempt.
More spiral swords. And Round Trip just building so much meter. DXP has an entire meter left over. Even if he doesn't have like a need to combo to kill, his ability to just chip out this team is going to be incredibly...
Wow, what a great head. Yes. And again, I think this is coming back to DXP's decision making. I wonder if he's going to realize that every time he tries to kill Chris, he's tried to reset him. And every time that's tried to happen, JumpMan has tagged in Wesker, giving his whole team a new opportunity to fight back. And again, if you're dealing with a high health point character and your point character doesn't do as much damage as probably most, it would be a good idea to snap in that your opponent's anchor, because that limits their options especially.
And in the situation that comes up where either there's a dry tag into Wesker or a snap into Wesker ends up happening, either of those, would you invest X Factor on the hit to get rid of Wesker?
Absolutely. Yeah, well, Amaterasu is definitely a problem character. Her slender hitbox, her really funny buttons, sometimes her crouching medium looks like her standing medium, so you're like, I'm blocking low. I thought I was blocking low. But especially the THC opportunities that it offers Chris and Wesker are really devastating, so maybe it would be a good idea to perhaps snap in Amy and invest your resources to kill her.
Getting rid of Amy, totally worth it. And also, Amy is one of the few things that Chris can do. We were talking about in the Chris Doom mirror, whoever just gets to stall. Oh, exactly what I was saying here. But whoever gets to stall is in an advantageous position.
Wow.
But with Amaterasu, the THC hits Doom when he's stalling, and you get to confirm into a dead Doom off of it. So it's one of the things where meter really matters to how that matchup plays out.
And we're seeing a perfect example of what raw tags allow you to do, but also what situations they put you into. If nobody was paying attention, Strider completely lost his health because he raw tagged, hit Chris out of his super, but then landed into the incendiary grenade.
Incendiary Grenade is one of the highest tier tools that people forget is high tier just because it's not on a character like Zero or Magneto or whatever.
Chris has the advantage here. All he has to do is block Doom. He has the health advantage. He's winning by time. So all Chris needs to do is stay alive and then keep Emmy from getting chipped.
And with 1 meter available, can do a guest snap if he's in a scary situation. Or just get the throw on Doom and then combo until time runs out.
That was a great decision on Jumpman's part to save Chris with the X Factor, so that way he wouldn't have to eat a mix-up and then lose the health because he knew time was coming down. Great air grab.
And DXP tacking into Doom to build that combination of meter and damage, gets his opponent to the corner, is going to be able to get multiple... Oh, goes for the snap.
Sick mix-up. Was that a cross-up? I don't know.
I also would have guessed cross-up, but I'm not actually 100% sure. And has access to level 3, but I think we just do it with Spiral Swords, that way he'll build more meter back. Even though it'll still take 3 meters, I think it's going to at least build the resources back.
Yeah, this is a good strategy on DXP's part. Oh my gosh, what a drop! Oh, I wonder if Jumpman tried to do something. Yeah.
Part of the plan. It's always part of a virtual player's plan. If you get dropped but then run into a gigantic sword, is exactly what they needed. And Amy showing off that she has some of the fastest buttons in the game, but DXP not within the range of her little spinning air A. Like Amaterasu's buttons are actually incredibly scary. Like people know of Dark Phoenix for having broken buttons, but
what a great grab! That is absolute knowledge of what Virgil can and can't do, and his Spiral Swords actually hitbox activate after his teleport is done. So you're able to, well, he's able to grab too, but Jumpman just knew that was the perfect time to grab. Although he's probably going to get, zoned out by Strider and Doom here. Wow!
Oh, Incendiary was in the right spot. It's just going to need 1 good hit on either. Oh no, but Strider also needed 1 good hit, and this is going to be the end of Chris and DXP tying it up 4-4.
Yeah.
How is this set so close? It's even all the way up to 4 games.
Notice also that DXP just broke a 2-win streak, so sometimes breaking the streak is really the breathing room you need, even if it's a really close set. And yeah, Jumpman seems to be finding the right tools in each of these scrambles.
I think Dry Tag to Wesker's coming?
No, I think Chris is going to fight it out. I would love to see a little bit more just grab pressure. I know Chris's forward heavy is a really bad button because of the recovery. But maybe just tell DXP that you're able and willing to just go for grabs while he's waiting for that incendiary grenade to explode.
Yeah, put that level of fear so he starts making some guessy decisions, tries to press the button, tries to up back, ends up activating the incendiary in a situation where...
Wow,
oh,
counter.
great counter! MMAC had time to start that.
Yeah, he's definitely going to turn this into a tagged Wesker level 3. Or not. I guess level 1 is going to do it.
And that way he also has glasses off for this. Very nice stuff as long as it hits properly. Does not hit properly, but...
A little slow on that punish.
And because of that, Virgil gets to live, is going to get back red life, and just gives Doom a very ideal DHC in order to make himself safe. Because, like, Legion is okay, but Legion has a lot of risk involved with it. Oh, happy birthday.
Both characters? Oh, yeah.
Without using X Factor there, Wesker doesn't have anything that will combo after it's done for the HSD stuff, where it's like, can't get a full off of that THC without using X Factor. But not choosing to invest it there looks a little scary. It means he'll need to try and fight it out with Dark Ammy. The dog can run this back. This is the doghouse.
Yeah, Jumpman's Ammy is that was so weird. Wow. Snap?
Both
Oh,
of us
maybe.
are like snap.
I wonder. It looks like he just tried to hit him with light, but it still interrupted the Spiral Swords. Yeah.
I don't actually know what Ammy's speed boost is. It may actually be enough that she can use that and win there, because Amaterasu has the 3-frame stand light, tied for fastest normal in the game with Dark Phoenix's crouch light.
Slow him down. Oh, save the meter, actually. I think he can keep the pressure up.
And each of those blocked swords, they may not be doing chip or anything, but they are building meter, which means that off of a confirm, there's going to be more opportunities to use the level 3 or something, which is great at timer scamming if it's necessary, because healths are pretty close right now, and DXP looks very happy to make this fight happen from the far side of the screen, not get over involved in risks, but that was a little too much risk. Amy going for snap combos.
Style, what is this? How is that allowed in this game? Oh my god!
Hunter, and this is the Texas Cloud, and that was Amy snapping a lot. I thought you needed thumbs to snap. What's this dog doing all this snapping?
Lord. That had to have been a little bit of a mindfuck on DXP's side. He thought he had that mash and just needed to rush down Amy, but what a crazy confirm on Jumpman's part. And here we are starting again on DXP's side. I imagine he'll try to... Oh, miss that spiral sword, or the round trip.
This gets the chance to live. This time is not dry tagging. He's definitely reduced the amount he's been dry tagging after Virgil goes for the reset. I say as he dry tags after Virgil goes for the reset. But he has reduced the amount, even if it is not reduced to 0.
Wow.
X-Factor, so many characters bleeding here for Jumpman, is going to lose Wesker and half of Amaterasu out of this, but X-Factor's still available, and all of this meter on deck against the full team of DXP. Goes for the snap, and out of that throw, does he have a confirm? Doom was still on screen for too long.
Oh, this is going to catch Virgil and Doom. Wow, what happened?
Okay, I think what happened was that the flame for Amy's element super doesn't actually hit everywhere. It has dead zones on the far side, and since Doom comes back so far back, I think he was outside the range to get hit by it. So he plasma beamed after the fire, was able to snipe out the assistant or the Amy from the opposite side.
Unfortunately, Chris, on full screen like that cannot confirm off that THC. But Jumpman did make a small adjustment there. If you noticed, he actually was able to grab Virgil after the incendiary grenade. Just kind of like I was predicting. Hopefully he'll start to employ that a little more. This is a pretty long uphill battle, yeah. Just save the mental energy and move to the next match.
Yeah, if you're going to die to chip, you're going to die to chip. Give them the opportunity to make the mistake. Like, there's no need to pause screen it out, but don't waste too much of your energy in situations where the game is already over.
Right. I wonder if Jumpman will also maybe try to hold off on throwing incendiary grenades, because it looks like DXP already has that down pat, where he just sees Chris wind up that H grenade and then just teleports, calls Doom. But he hasn't really been able to get that out successfully with most of this set.
I feel like the times that he's been able to get pressure with incendiaries are in the situation that he has hit Doom with Chris and then gets him to take to the air. Oh, so many of those lunar phases have been dropping for DXP.
Wow, what a great block.
If only that had been an actual overhead. The THC going to get the catch.
Oh man. I wonder if he was trying to. I wonder if he was trying to hit Strider or prioritize Virgil, because it looked like he X-Factored right in the middle of that THC to get good positioning on his opponent.
Good question. I think that in those situations, always prioritize the point, because they could stop you from killing their friends. But looks like Rapid Slash in the corner going to be the success that's needed. This is probably going to kill Dog. She is just like Strider. She's one of the low health characters in this game.
Wow, DXP showing that he will just throw it all against the wall and try to optimize as much as possible, knowing that Jumpman at this point has shown that he's gonna raw tag or THC.
Oh,
was able
and
to block
that's the
on
thing
that
where
one.
he needed to be a little bit closer because that was that fire dead zone I was talking about.
Right.
Where, oh, and go for the DHC again. This time not in the fire dead
It was
zone.
close enough to punish. He's gonna kill Doom. Yes, yes! I
Those
wonder if he can
intent
only do it
carries
3
up.
times.
I think it depends on what the status of the point character is. It's just that if the point character dies at a certain time, you'll be able to get a little bit more, but you can't get a ton more. Hits the Magnum. Ooh, what's going to happen to try and take on this Strider?
I wonder if Chris is... Oh, he has 2 meters now, so he's just gonna... Yep, rip, let it rip. Goes for chip. Machine gun right now. Wow, I guess Strider maybe tried to teleport before the last bolt hit. I'm not sure. It looks like he just got hit outright instead of chipped to death.
That makes sense. Like, if you're going to get chipped to death, try to do the thing that there is a chance that you will not die. But there's no chance that you will not get hit when you're in the middle of Magnum animation when a 2-2 protection joins Virgil's side. Oh, and just reset. So much swinging going on.
This is the game we love.
Like, in that period of time, Virgil broke like 6 helms. There was only 6 characters on the team. The only one with the helmet is Doom. Why are all these helms being broken?
That was a really great position on Jumpman's part. He was able to miss the Vajra, I guess because of Amy's hitbox, but mainly because he was using the sword stance to move his momentum forward. Saw that raw tech coming. Hopefully he will use X Factor to destroy Doom.
He's gonna go for unblockable setup? Oh no, goes for snap instead.
Yeah, kill Virgil. Definitely a problem.
He's able to do it without taking that much more damage. Oh, the dry tag to do so many close situations and gets the counter out. Counter very strong against tools that people like to mash. It's one of those things where they're used to just forcing folks to respect it, and counter's the thing that makes it a little bit less autopilot. Gets the hit, but not the confirm. And now with X Factor, Wesker, and Amy, and the THC, Strider's going to lose at least 90% of his life.
All of it, 100%. You know, we haven't seen one single command grab setup. Oh, that was a first of 7. Wow, Jumpman is ahead now of the bets. So now people, you can bet on who is going to get the first of 10 here. Will DXP be able to scratch his way back?
Even though Jumpman had the momentum these last 2 games, the longest streak that either of these players has been a 2-win advantage at the moment. So when you only have a 2-win advantage for the best amount of streaking you're doing, you do not feel safe, especially against a team like DXP and a player like DXP who could get so much momentum going. Oh, but knocking him back into the corner. Has level 3 available if he wants it, goes for the snap instead.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Doom is definitely the least damaging or dangerous character, I should say, on this team. But you have to have a really solid mix-up if you're going to try to snap that, and Jumpman didn't lock Strider down as well as he probably wanted to. But now he has 3 meters, so I imagine we're going to see, if he lets Wesker live, a THC, but now Amy has to eat a pretty solid mix-up. Oh my, no way!
And the slow into the grenade. The grenade doesn't have a chance to come out. If it did, it would have happy birthday there, and that would be it. And Amy's is one of the only status effect supers in the game that prevents the other characters from gaining meter, because Chris there was putting in some hits but was not gaining his meter for it, which is incredibly abnormal for Marvel.
That is something I did not know.
They recognized that her ability there was like, oh, this is potentially too strong. Nothing should be able to build meter while this is going.
Wow.
Is there a confirm?
No, DXP missed twice on that one. Wow, again with the overhead raw tag. Jumpman probably going to conserve this meter and turn it into a level 1 use situation here, or just another reset. Saw the raw tag and the counter.
And Virgil should be dead, should be able to do it without meter. Oh, still invest the meter. Hopefully has a good enough incoming mix-up against Strider, despite the timing being a little different.
Wow.
Oh, should be able to get the confirm there off of Ice Trade.
Resets in the corner. Now he's conditioning DXP to not raw tag, knowing that Amy is ready for it. Oh, the paper with a great anti-air movement.
I love that paper, and that paper also is a move that's like 10-0 matchup against characters that are melee only.
Right.
But looks like lots of use of the sword as a movement tool here. There's only 12 seconds left, and DXP is going in a little much for someone who has a life lead and can just stall for 8 seconds.
Yeah, Vajra, call beam, throw some missiles out maybe. Yeah, DXP has this match pretty set. Not much Amy can do.
Call an assist? Oh, he calls in assist, and there was a chance to lose everything, but sometimes you need the emotional momentum, even if it's not the correct game decision, you know?
I don't know. That was an ill-advised Magnum. Teleports on the ready, Vajra coming in. I think Chris should probably maybe try to use maybe some landmines. I'm not sure if that'll interrupt Virgil a little better than the incendiary grenades. Great.
This is going to interrupt Virgil. Him getting cold start in the back of the head is exactly what was needed for Jumpman to take this momentum. There's 3 meters on deck.
Yes.
He can use level 3. Don't think it quite kills, but I think it very close to kills here.
Gonna force a raw tag. Or Chris doing the what? Where is it gonna hit dance down there? I wonder if Chris tried to grab.
Oh,
wow!
Gets the confirm off of dry tag, brings Virgil back in immediately. Now Virgil just needs to avoid getting chipped. Manages to get the hit. So much better than just avoiding chips.
I don't understand why that raw tag happened with Jumpman. I think we should have kept Wesker in, but
interesting decision making. Sometimes that's just how it goes. In the heat of the moment, all of us can make some questionable choices, but health is pretty even in between the two teams here, and Missiles got the hit but did not get the confirm properly. Would you leave Amian or take the opportunity for where photons are going on to get the dry tag into Wesker in a safe way?
Yes, yeah, I answered your question. I think Wesker is going to try to maybe do a projectile counter or try to punish one of his assists. DXP thinks he's safe, but I think his assist calls are being a little predictable here.
And he stops doing the tactic as soon as y'all say that. He's like, wait, Weaverman's right. I should listen to him. Let's
yeah. Good block. Please command grab.
Dang. Strider is at a pixel because of that TAC. Very nice work understanding when assists are happening by Jumpman.
X Factor. Oh, maybe not. I guess DXP has confidence in his combo ability. Yeah.
This looks like it should still. Oh, I don't know if that's the way to kill. I think X Factor still needed now.
Ooh.
Okay. Had confidence it would all work out in the end. Would you use X Factor? Oh no, if you get the hit, always use X Factor.
Yeah, I was thinking Jumpman was going to do a bust out X Factor and try to punish a normal on his block string. Wow, 7-7 tied up. And DXP with the 2 win streak now, so Jumpman really needs to gain something back and prioritize killing Virgil, I think, because Strider hasn't really posed a huge threat. Virgil has mainly been the one that's been raw tagged in and out and caused a lot of dismay.
It's true. Virgil has been the MVP on DXP side, but also nobody has gotten over 2 win streaks so far, so DXP is trying to be the first to get to a 3 win streak. Wants to catch that up, get the advantage going, uses spiral swords there, and Chris is going to dry tag into Wesker. Okay.
This is really not working out for DXP. A lot of his mainline combos have just not been hitting. Wow,
And
what a great teleport.
Just teleport, no coverage, just do it. Sometimes it is all that is needed. And manages to escape any nonsense there. Opportunities for both players, and nice work on staggering those hits by Jumpman, making sure to not overcommit to situations that are dangerous as the THC and knows it. Oh no, his X Factor timing, that's normally pretty on point for him, but it looks like this time we're going to see, what was that about? Strider hasn't been a problem so far? DXP wants to change the statement.
Yeah,
He's
we're
like,
about to find
hey,
out.
my Strider hasn't been a problem. Let's show these commentators what this ninja can do. Enough to take away 50% of the enemy's health already, and now, oh, Chris is going to die in very short
THC.
order.
Oh, this is Strider getting hit. And he can close it out. He was close enough. He might have just been able to neutral jump.
I think you're right. Neutral jump should have worked there. Nice block on incoming. Even though they're both low damage characters, they're also both low life characters that are under half life. Either one of them is going to be able to get the kill off of a touch. Ooh, that's slow. This is an opportunity for Amy to try and get him.
Ooh, right
no,
over!
Legion should die. Oh, okay. You can get that.
Great.
Is there the correct confirm here?
It's not going to build enough meter.
Paper?
Oh, that's going to chip. Wow, what a great escape! Wow, 3 air movements.
Or dodge.
You have to remember that you can do 3 air actions in the air for special moves. Great knowledge on that one.
And the sword dive's a command normal as opposed to even being special.
Oh, really? Jeez Louise.
Yeah, the specials for the sword are the lunges that it has on the ground. And then for air actions, there's just the swordless lunges are the ones that are there special. That sword dive is scary nonsense.
How much you want to bet that Chris is going to rod that? Oh, unless he doesn't.
I think it's still going to happen. I think that Lunar Phase is going to drop because Lunar Phase has been dropping. Oh no, this is the first time Lunar Phase has not dropped in that situation in quite a while. Like, DeadxPride investing that X Factor decided that Amy was the problem last time. Got rid of this character. He would rather fight Wesker with his full team. And also, when you get a kill like that on a low health character like Amy, don't need to invest resources to do it when you're using X Factor, which means more Spiral Swords for disincentivizing Wesker from just like ruining your day, like he's known to do.
Level 3? Oh, I guess the wake up is not there yet. Wesker with all this meter and X Factor. Oh, I wonder if he tried to grab there? Because that downward gunshot was definitely not something that a regular Wesker player would use to punish Rapid Slash.
Very odd decision there, but DeadxPride tying it up 8-8.
Wow.
Your 10-8 prediction is looking pretty reasonable right here. As far as this game state is concerned, about as even of a match as it could possibly be in between these awesome players. Thanks to J-Dog again for putting on this amazing event. How do you think these last 2 games are going to go?
You know, it looks like DeadxPride is finally getting a handle on Chris, knowing exactly how to lock him down. As I say it, Chris breaks some Demon Boy's neck. He better invest everything he can to kill Virgil, because especially off the grab, the damage has been minimized. Again with the reset, I wonder why. What a snap!
Oh, and got the punish on Excalibur. Like, it's been very consistent that when DeadxPride comes in with Strider, he has done double jump into medium Excalibur to try and not interact with the situation. Sometimes his movement up has been punished, but then it's never confirmed into the dead character. Oh, that dry tag again, but Wesker took so minimal damage that this set is very much a reminder that some percent of the time raw tags work, and some percent of the time they get blown up when you die. And
Virgil gonna get snapped? Oh, I think no, Virgil still lives, but he lost a lot of health back there.
And Orbs activated without X Factor being on. I think that's just like a lot of time for not a lot of meter remaining. So now there's still a full meter for the dog, has access to slow, has access to punish with the elements super. Even Strider in, but no, the projectile counter. I wonder if he was trying to like, if Rapid Slash projectiles their hitboxes flip.
I don't know. No way he's gonna try to X Factor and hit this Virgil. Wow. Command grab! Oh, that would have been a perfect opportunity for command grab. Escape all the missiles.
I also would have liked the command grab there. Has more opportunities to play now, but Amy doesn't. She just got caught by Rapid Slash assist, and that is looking pretty bad for JumpMan.
We're going to see a projectile counter or a full screen gunshot into super confirm. That's the only thing Wesker has going for him. He needs to make a move now because only 25 seconds left. What?
Oh, that X Factor, and this is... Oh, he got hit!
Yeah, I bet he wanted to teleport into the corner to miss some of that angle, but... Oh! DeadxPride let the X Factor animation rock out. It is 9-8. DeadxPride can clinch this out right now.
Okay, people in chat, do you think DXP is going to end the string? Because thus far in this set, I don't believe anybody's gotten more than 2 games in a row, and this is exactly what DXP needs to win the set, is to go on beyond a 2 streak and go up to 3. Incendiary getting thrown out but not being successful. Spiral Swords, on the other hand, gets snapped out. This is bleeding pretty badly and only has a 1 meter advantage.
Wow.
But gets the falling S, and now Virgil is going to die, and it looks like the Raccoon City folks are going to be putting in some work.
That was insane. That incendiary grenade was actually keeping Virgil in place, and the hitbox of the grenade actually ran out as soon as Chris fell down, but DXP didn't know how to block that air S. I imagine a raw tag is coming. You'd want to save Chris. That's a lot of health. There you go.
Especially when, like, Doom wants to throw out photons, and he can't really do anything if a photon connects. The backside of the palm into THC.
I wonder if he wanted a level 3 on that one. He needs at least 1 more meter to... Oh, no way he can confirm this. Okay, I was going to say.
I would be very hyped if so.
Yeah, I wonder if he really thought he could do that, because I would have saved the X Factor. Don't tell me he's going to raw tag Chris.
I think he did have confidence he could do it, and so much of Orb's time has been absorbed. So Orbs is gone, and X Factor 3 only has a little bit of time left, but that is definitely enough time to mess up Amaterasu or something. Should be able to kill her. And, like, Strider's low damage, but Wesker is low enough health that he should die off of this. And that DXP takes it 10-8.
He had the chance. I think that was a missed opportunity on Jumpman's part to play a little bit more conservatively. He had him down to his final character and probably should have just saved his X Factor and his meter. But DXP came out on top.